Country roads take me home to the place I belong. Welcome back to Everyday Movie Ever. My name is Jess and I'm watching Everyday Movie Ever. Today I'm going to talk about The Country Bears. The Country Bears is a 2002 theatrical release, directed by Peter Hastings, cinematography by Amundsen, editing by George Bowers and Seth Flaum, music by Christopher Young, and it's written by Mark Perez. Peter Hastings is best known for Kung Fu Panda: Legend of Awesomeness, Animaniacs, Pinky and the Brain, and One Saturday Morning. Mitchell Amundsen is best known for Armageddon, G.I. Joe: The Rise of Cobra, Transformers, and The Island. George Bowers is best known for Money Train, The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai, From Hell, and A League of Their Own. Seth Flaum is best known for Blue Ice, Kidnap, Some Kind of Wonderful, and Lady Hawk. Christopher Young is best known for Sinister, Swordfish, Entrapment, and The Grudge. Mark Perez is best known for Accepted, Game Night, Herbie Fully Loaded, and Back Nine. The film stars Haley Joel Osment, Diedrich Bader, Brad Garrett, Toby Huss, Kevin Michael Richardson, Stephen Root, and Christopher Walken. Haley Joel Osment plays Barry. Diedrich Bader plays Ted Betterhead / Officer Cheats. Brad Garrett plays Fred, and Kevin Michael Richardson plays Henry, and I've covered all of them in previous videos that we listed in the description. Toby Huss plays Tennessee and is best known for Rescue Dawn, Halt and Catch Fire, and King of the Hill. Stephen Root plays Zeb and is best known for Barry, King of the Hill, Dodgeball, and Office Space. Christopher Walken plays Reed and is best known for The Prophecy, Hairspray, Catch Me If You Can, and The Deer Hunter. This was the third movie based on a Disney theme park attraction, the Country Bear Jamboree. The two before it at the time were Mission to Mars and Tower of Terror. Obviously since, they've made like Pirates of the Caribbean and a bunch of other stuff, but this was the third one. And also Mission to Mars was a Touchstone Pictures film, so if you're thinking like, why haven't you watched that yet? It's because it was a Touchstone Pictures film, so don't come for me. Tower of Terror was excellent. Obviously, there were a lot of puppets used in this movie, and they were all provided by Jim Henson's Creature Shop. It has a 31% on Rotten Tomatoes. It had a $35 million budget and made $18 million in the box office, which is not good. I don't want to be mean, okay? I don't want to be mean. But this is bad. It was just not a good week for movies for me. I had to watch Tarzan and Jane and then this. I don't know what made... It's not true. I think it's a very big combination of things that made me not like this. I think they were trying really hard for this like beautiful, in-depth, emotional story about a kid who doesn't feel like he fits in with his family or anywhere, finding some place he fits in while also reuniting this other family of sorts. And said like that, it sounds so beautiful and so wonderful. The movie was very poor in execution. And seeing as all of these people have succeeded in other movies, I mean, it's Haley Joel Osment, for goodness sake. Homeboy was like one of the most famous child actors of all time because of The Sixth Sense and Pay It Forward, among other things. And Stephen Tobolowsky has been very good in other stuff. Like, he's very good for this type of role, but ooh. And then obviously Kevin Michael Richardson was just in Lilo and Stitch, and Diedrich Bader, like, obviously, like, Brad Garrett, obviously. So there's like a lot of Christopher Walken. There's like a lot of actors in this movie that have been amazing in other things and have had a lot of success in other things, and this movie is garbage. And I think we have no one to blame. We have everyone to blame. We have the director and the writer to blame for this. So, writers, I should say. Or writer, Mark Perez. I'm thinking of the previous movie. So, Peter Hastings and Mark Perez, no. And Peter Hastings, if you listen to the credit, like, this is where sometimes saying the credits comes in a lot of handy. If you listen to the credits of some of these other people, like the cinematographer, Armageddon, Transformers, like, those are big time movies. And then, you know, the music, like The Grudge, Swordfish, Sinister. The writer did Game Night. Game Night is so good. And Accepted, a lot of people really love Accepted. It's funny, I haven't personally seen it and have no interest. Herbie Fully Loaded got a lot of crap. But like Game Night's a very good movie. Like that is genuinely funny, like a fun movie. So, but his other stuff isn't. So I feel like truly to blame is Peter Hastings. Peter Hastings' most known credits: Kung Fu Panda: Legends of Awesomeness, Animaniacs, Pinky and the Brain, and One Saturday Morning. Animaniacs and Pinky and the Brain are obviously very good, but they are vastly different than this movie. And I feel like Peter dropped the ball. If you had given him a comedy or given him an animated movie that's supposed to be funny, I feel like Peter probably would have really succeeded. But you give him the Country Bears live action puppetry movie, and you get what we got, which in my opinion is bad. It's not, it's pretty, like the puppets are very believable and like they're well done. Shocking, Jim Henson's Creature Shop at it again. And the cinematography is pretty, but the execution is just so, I don't want to use the word shallow because like they're going for a deeper story, but like it's not there. They didn't hit the right points to make me connect to these characters. So while like they're hitting the right points of like this kid doesn't feel like he belongs at home because his brother's really mean, and also he's a bear living with humans, but he just feels different because he likes the Country Bears versus like Nine Inch Nails and Thrasher and, you know, all that kind of stuff. Like that has the makings for like a movie where you really connect with the kid and you're excited for him to find somewhere he belongs. But, and then they like wanted it to be a road trip movie, but it's like barely a road trip movie. They're just going to pick up all the members of the band, and like all the members of the band, like they broke up. They had a farewell show. Like they broke up, and you expect that to be a much bigger, like you expect that to be way harder to get them back together. Not hard at all. At least, I think there's like 5 of them or something. 3 of them were like, we're getting the band back together, and they're like, okay, like it's, like, if you're gonna get, it should be hard. It should be like you're trying to solve each person's individual problem, and they were wanting to do that, but they couldn't do that because they just didn't execute it right. And it's just like, I'm mad that this movie is so bad because like the story has pieces that could be genuinely like touching and very good, but it was just executed so poorly. And that makes me really sad because the quality of like the cinematography and the editing and the music and all that is up there. It's up there to be a very good theatrical release, but it's over here making $18 million off a $35 million budget and having a 31% Rotten Tomatoes. And honestly, like, while it's not a great Rotten Tomatoes score, I do think it's semi-generous, and I'm sure some of the technical stuff of this film is what's getting it that 31%. Because in my opinion, if it were just based on story, I don't know if I would be giving it even a 31%. Because it's not there. It's just not where it should be with the other qualities of the technical stuff. A couple other things. Elton John is in this movie. Wow. There's an after credits scene with Diedrich Bader and the fake mustaches, Officer Cheats and Ham and Cheats, if you will. And that was funny. I love when there's an after credits scene. And then lastly, the thing that like gave me an actual reaction, most of the movie I just spent feeling like, yo, this is boring and not great, and I'm kind of disappointed about it. The thing that gave me like a genuine actual reaction was, spoiler alert, finding out that Christopher Walken's character was the armpit musician kid. That made me laugh and was a genuine shock. I did not see that coming at all. So that was a fun little twist, and I liked that a lot. Otherwise, that's everything I have for the Country Bears. My final rating is 4 bears out of 10. Our total movie count is. Parent death toll and crack count are still the same. If you want to keep up with the movie I'm watching when, follow me on Instagram or Twitter. You'll find out what movie I'm watching when. I put up videos every Monday, Friday, and sometimes Wednesday. Join Patreon, daily trivia, weekly random facts, monthly podcasts, all that fun stuff going on over there, so go check it out. Buy merch. This is the OG. I've been wearing a lot of pullover hoodies because I'm going to work in pullover hoodies because it makes me comfy. So, buy merch. Merch is the best. Until next time, comment, like, subscribe, and I'm in charge of your life. You are. So you do you. And don't be Christopher Walken's character. Read about it. That's it. I don't feel like recording random facts, so I'm not gonna.